Hi, Kerrie.
Hello. Hi, Annie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You just give a moment for a few people to jump in.
Yep, we got
Is it?
4.
We've got four. How was your day?
Yeah, it was good. It was hot.
Yes.
I kind
Yeah.
of look like a frazzled mess. So, yeah, it's hot. I don't do well in this heat.
I know when it's muggy because we've had the rain and then of course it steams up. So yeah, it has been muggy. Well, I had a bit of a lazy day today. Um, myself, I just read till about 11 o'clock this morning before I got up and started doing things today.
Hi, Wendy. I went and visited my son for his birthday.
Oh,
So
that's
that was
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
That was lovely.
that's nice.
Oh, oh, hello,
Oh,
peoples.
we're all going. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Karen. I didn't think we'd see you tonight. I thought you'd be sleeping.
Yeah, we both thought you'd be fast asleep by now. You look like you've been having an awesome time doing your investigations in South Australia.
Yep, she's not coming back to us. This thing's got
No,
a delay on it. Ah, there
it
you go.
does.
All the way from South Australia.
Yeah.
Yes, you can stay there with the well, you can have South Australia. I don't like South Australia. Like the whole of it. None of it.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Not the
Adelaide.
people, not the people, just the energy.
Yeah, just the energy of Adelaide I didn't like. Everything else is okay. Having a few
um,
beers. When I do my meditation, you'll probably end up asleep, but that's okay.
yeah.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rach. Rachel, you might notice in the background here is a lovely butterfly, which was a gift from Rachel and Daniel for my birthday last week.
Lovely.
I need to
Lovely.
work out where it's going to go permanently in this room, but at the moment it looked nice sitting there. It's all the right colours.
Hi, Gail.
Hi,
Okay.
Gail.
So tonight we're going to talk about alignment, spiritual alignment. Um, I thought what we would do is just start with meditation to get everybody into the right space. And then we'll have a wee chat about what spiritual alignment actually is. Um, and then Kerrie and I'll do some readings. I'll do my cards. And are you going to do your divining rods, Kerrie?
Yeah, do divining rods and maybe a bit of direct communication from spirit. So,
Cool. Okay. So I'll just get started. Now, I've got a mental dog running around in here. My border collie's throwing stuff all over the place. So just kind of, if all of a sudden the collie pops up, don't worry about it. Oh, hi, Les. Wonderful. Okay, so this is about getting into alignment, and it's about getting into alignment with yourself. Because once you're in alignment with yourself, you're also in alignment with the universal energy. So, what I need you to do is get yourself really, really comfortable, feet flat on the floor. Take a couple of deep breaths for me, and we'll see how we go. Okay, here we go. Send your attention to the soles of your feet and feel your energy from the earth's core coming up through your feet and into your heels and ankles. Breathe in and release. Feel the energy moving up through your calves, into your knees and your thighs, and up into your buttocks. Breathe and release. Let everything go slack. Move the energy up through your pelvis and into your abdomen, through your lower back and your spine, and pull the energy up to your waist. Breathe in and release. Raise the energy up to your chest and shoulder blades and down through your arms. Breathe gently and release. Feel the energy down through your arms, down through your wrists, into your hands, and let go of any negativity. It's all falling out of your fingers. Feel the energy come up again through your chest, up into your throat and neck. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and let your face go slack. Relax your eyes and the muscles around your eyes, and relax your forehead. Breathe gently and release. Take the energy up to the very top of your head. Open your crown chakra like a funnel and visualize a golden light in the center of your crown. Focus all of your attention on the golden light coming down through the sky, from the universe, through the top of your head. Breathe and relax and allow the light to expand out in all directions, warming your thoughts and connecting you with the peace and clarity of the divine. Imagine yourself entering into this light, and imagine the light as an elevator for your journey. Ride the elevator down from the center of your mind into your heart center. Breathe and relax. Feel the calm, warm peace as the light surrounds your heart. Watch as the light becomes rose gold. First, the size of a golf ball, growing to the size of a tennis ball, then to the size of a soccer ball. Then allow it to shine brightly within you like the sun. Breathe and relax. Feel the rose gold light dissolving past pain, hurts, traumas, and insecurities. Breathe in and let it go. Become aware of the light of divine love all around you, keeping you warm and safe and loved. Breathe in and let go. Keep breathing, and with every breath, allow the light to expand out through your body, out into the space that you're in, out through the walls, in all directions, knowing that you are safe and held. Claim back your power from anyone you have given it to, anything you have given it to, or anything that has taken your energy and your power. The time has come to claim it back. Breathe and release. I'm going to leave you there for a few minutes, and I'll come back for you soon. Remember your breath. Keep your head clear. Just keep breathing gently, surrounded by a rose gold glow. Take a breath and another, and when you feel ready, wriggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, open your eyes, and give your body a shake. breathe, and come back. Welcome back.
Thank you, Annie.
Okay.
That
Has
was
anybody got any comments? Anything happened during the meditation? Anybody feel anything? See anything? Speak to Annie.
beautiful. Can I share, Annie?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
While everyone's thinking about their comments. Um, just towards the end, as we were just sitting in the rose gold light, I started to receive a direct communication from spirit. So you'll know I had to actually pull out my notebook and write it down as I was hearing it. um, because if I don't, I can never get exactly the right words of what they were saying to me. So here's what spirit shared during that meditation. The feelings you feel within your body, combining with the thoughts you think in your mind, combined with the beliefs and values you have about yourself and the world around you, all flow together in harmony as one. It creates a vibrational match of what you desire and what you receive back. Mind, body, soul alignment. There you go. That's what I got.
That's lovely. That's really lovely. You know what you were saying about the world? We don't see the world the way that it is. We see the world the way that we are. So we perceive it through
Absolutely.
our own perception and our own vision and our own world experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it depends on if you can manage to stay in alignment and manage to expect synchronicity from the first um, session that we did, and then watch for these synchronicities, coincidences, and try really hard to speak your truth. That's really, really, really important. Um, but when you get to, like, you know how when you're at work and you're really, really, really busy and all the stuff's going on and you've got all this stuff that you need to do, this is really, it's really, really quick. But when that happens to me and I get crazy, I can get centered really, really fast. And I'll show you how I do it. And all I do
Mm-hmm.
is the rose gold. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I do my rose gold and I feel it always coming in through the top of my head. Feet flat on the floor, head down, then up. That way, then center. Back, then center. That way, then center. And then the other way around, down, then center. That way, center. Back, center. That way, center. And then a big circle that takes away all my wrinkles. That way. And then a big circle. You'll hear your neck going crackle, snap, pop, and then breathe. Just breathe. Because that just, when things are frantic, that just seems to be a really quick fix for me. A really quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you liked it. If people like these, what I might do is just record them and put them up so that you can come back to them without all the chitter chatter. We
Yeah,
can put them all up. You
that's
go into
yeah,
a
that's
raft
a
in the ocean.
yeah, that's a really good idea. Sorry, I'm just
Oh,
trying to.
oh, the link's not working. Okay, we'll try and fix that.
Oh, which one?
Which link's not working? Oh, Sam. Sam's just been saying that her pop is around and it's his
Yeah,
birthday tomorrow.
right.
So I'm glad he's around you.
Yeah,
Um,
that's beautiful.
That's really lovely, and I'm glad you could feel them around you. Um, and happy birthday to your pop. That's lovely. I will do them, Wendy. Hi, Nicole. Welcome.
Oh.
That's your
Hi,
first time.
Nicole.
Yeah, we'll put them up. Kerrie's actually got one up, but and people get all bent out of shape about meditation, but I think it was Gail said 10 minutes. That's
Hmm.
all you need. 10 minutes a day, and again, I do it every morning in the shower myself with white light.
Hmm.
Um, my thing is very much about I open my hands to you, I open my heart to you, I open my throat to you, I open my ears to you, I open my eyes to you, I open
Yes.
my third eye to you, I open my crown to you. I'm here to be of service.
Hmm.
Bang. And that's my
Hmm.
day, you
Hmm.
know. So that's where every day starts.
Yeah. And in thinking about being in alignment, how does that actually feel, Annie? And I was thinking about it earlier today, and I think everyone has experienced a time where they have just felt that joy in their lives. So the feeling, the emotion is in alignment with the heart, is in alignment with how the mind's thinking and the energy. And you actually feel that exuberance, and it's a lightness that comes along with it. So, in thinking about that, that's how it feels when you're in alignment. And something that we've said on previous shows that we've done as well is where the intent goes, the energy flows, and it is about that flow, right? It is about the flow. And so when you're in alignment, you're in that flow, you're attracting back in what it is that will help you and inspire you and encourage you on the next part of your journey. So it will also speed up synchronicity as well,
Yeah,
and also assist with the conversations that we have as well. So those conscious conversations. So I know I keep doubling back, but everything is interlinked, and practicing or just working with each of these different elements of what you're doing can really assist you to feel more balanced, more content, and more inspired in what your pathway is. And what your pathway is your pathway. It doesn't need to be right for somebody else. Yeah, it needs to sit right within you. And that alignment of mind, heart, solar plexus, it all feels right. You actually feel the alignment.
yep, yep. The other thing too is um, with questions, if you've got big decisions or questions to make. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because I'm not very good at this stuff. One hand here, so on your heart, other hand on your solar plexus. Let me tip this down there, and then pinky and pinky touching. Big
Hmm.
breath in, and the answer will come. And don't overthink. It's whatever the first thing that comes into your head, if it's yes or if it's no. It's a bit like the divining rods, you
Hmm.
know. There's no questions in the heart, no answers in the head. Your heart always knows, and your gut always knows what you're supposed
Hmm.
to do. The minute your head
Yes.
gets involved, you're screwed
Yeah.
because your head's
it's
troublesome. It's
it,
just a
it's like
pest.
a, it's like a short circuit, right? The minute you
Yeah,
start questioning it or over analyzing it, you cut the flow. you know
yeah,
so it really is about just trusting what you're feeling and what you're getting. Question it afterwards, but allow the flow to happen,
yeah,
so that you're in that space.
yeah. Comments, questions? Ashley, you asked for a relationship reading, but this isn't a space for that to happen. There's too many people on here. So if
Mm.
you want a relationship reading, please get in touch with one or the other of us through our Facebook pages, because this isn't a place to do that. We will answer like one-off questions. Um, I, I've got something to say about that too. I got something to say about a lot of things. In
Yeah. No.
yeah, just a wee bit.
That's what I
Hello,
love you.
Ava. That's my granddaughter just joined us. Mwah. Hello, my
Oh,
darling.
hello.
Did you howl at the moon? You got to howl at the moon. If you're asking about relationship questions, my thing around that is if you have to ask, you know the answer. Always. All you want is somebody to confirm it for you. So
Hmm.
tarot and spirit can't tell you stuff just because you want to hear it. We can only tell you what we get because
Hmm.
we're in alignment.
Hmm.
And if we don't say what we get or what we hear or what we see or what we feel, then we're not speaking our truth. And people
Yeah.
don't like it when we say things that you don't want to hear. But if
Yeah.
you have to ask, you know the answer. And
Yeah.
like my response to that is always, you can't get cranky with me, take it up with spirit. Talk to your guides, they're the ones that said it. Nothing to do with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it really can be. Now, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you what I've been given.
Your guide saying this is not my problem.
uh, so, does
Some
anyone have any thoughts about alignment or how they experience it, or whether you feel that we've explained it well for you? Belinda, I just want to jump in here. We'll come back to you on that when we get to the readings.
I'll come back to you too, Wendy.
Yep. So, Annie, with the alignment, I don't know if you feel this too, and I always feel it as a lightness when I'm in that space, and I'm able to better recognize coincidence and messages when I'm in that space. Is that also your experience with alignment?
I get really, really hot. Really hot. Um, when I'm in that zone, it's disgraceful. I'm melting. And then when I come back down again, because you can't stay there all the time.
Mm,
There's always ups and downs, you know,
correct.
and
Yeah.
so you can't stay there all the time. So you're there when you're in a meditation. I go there when I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when I come down, I am absolutely frozen.
Yeah.
Absolutely frozen. You know, like my husband will have the aircon on and the fan on, and I'm under two blankets and a cover and a doona and all sorts of stuff, you know, because I just get so cold. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
because the energy up when you're up there for me is much warmer and it's
Yeah.
cozy.
Yeah.
Whereas the energy down here is cool
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
that, you know,
Yes.
and it can be 40 degrees and I'm still hot, 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 hot. And then when I come down, it can be 40 degrees and I've got a woolly jumper on. So
Yeah. Sam, that's a really good question. I think that whilst you can do a specific meditation like the one that Annie just took you through for an alignment meditation to bring everything into balance, I think most meditations help put you in that space by raising your energy and clearing your thoughts. So if you have a favorite meditation, that's fine too. Um, the other good meditations, as well as the one that Annie just talked through, is anything to do with individual chakra meditations as well. So where you're raising or focusing on the chakra light in each of the chakra centers and bringing that into balance, that also helps with alignment as well. But most meditations will do that. On a personal level, I'm trying to meditate for at least 10 minutes every day. Um, and I find that it keeps me in balance and focused on what I need to be doing, and also open to recognizing synchronicity, recognizing when I should be really having a conscious conversation with someone, and keeping that alignment, not just with people, but with myself, which is really important. Um, staying true to yourself and your own truth, and aligning those your own values and beliefs with what you're doing, because it's when you're doing things that are in contrast to that you actually feel out of balance, and it's energy draining. So that's my experience with it. Annie, did you have any thoughts on that or wanted to add anything?
Nope. Sorry. I'm answering questions.
Yeah, that's okay. Did you answer, Rachel? Other than meditation, is there any other things you can do to help with alignment? Yeah, absolutely. Get out in nature. That's a
Well, I've
huge one.
got breathe. That's
Yeah,
all you need to do. Just
yeah,
breathe. That's what keeps you centered, keeps you settled. Because you know, when you get into a state and you get panicky and you do all this shallow breathing, you can wind yourself up into a terrible mess by doing
yeah,
that stuff.
yep.
So if you just settle and breathe, and like a meditation doesn't have to be I can't do very well. A
Mm,
meditation can be a walk, it can be a swim, it can be a working in the garden, it can be absolutely anything that takes you out of your head and into your body. And
yep.
like running can be a meditation. I wouldn't run if my life depended on it.
No, I was going. I don't know if you
Really?
saw my eyebrows raised, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I'd rather sit in nature than run. But everyone has their own way, and running is just as valid.
yeah. I'd rather
Yeah.
drink bleach than run, but but I don't do run. But I know people. I know people that get that exercise stuff is the one thing that keeps them solid. You know, if they don't do it, that they go off the planet and they
Mhm.
don't feel right. So that running, walking, whatever, like even playing with your dog, stroke the cat, you know, whatever it is that makes you happy when you're completely absorbed. For my husband, interestingly enough, cooking for him is a meditation. And I
Mhm.
benefit from that because then I eat it. But
Mhm.
he's all that chopping because he's in the zone and he's
Yeah.
chopping and he's cooking. So,
And the
and
secret ingredient to food is love and good
yeah,
energy, isn't
yeah,
it? You know,
yeah.
it does have. That's sure. Sam, I'm really pleased that we've been able to um, just be able to resonate with you through what we're chatting about. You know, that's really our intent, is try and share some of our own experiences with our community, and create that nice community and supportive community where we can answer as best as possible to help people on their journey as well. And we love hearing from you too, because everyone's journey is important, and sharing that information, you never know when something you share is also going to be the exact message that someone else in this community needs to hear. So we love to watch the chat, and I see you all chat with each other as well.
Gail, I talk to the crows. I'm friends with the crows. I give them names. I've got a crow called Moira, and I talk to her all the time. And she's just a baby. She's got a fluffy head. She's a punk rock crow, and she's in the garden all the time. And her and I have these conversations in the mornings. And Karen, she also has a thing about crows. When we worked together at Inala, it was like they were following us everywhere we went. There were blooming crows. But yeah, I just chose to make friends with them. And Nicole, yeah, you and your dad are very similar. Cooking for both of you is a meditation. It
Mhm.
kind of, unless you're trying to decorate a cake, and then that's not a meditation. But I've seen you do that. But when you're cooking, it's that the sort of, I don't know, the rhythm of it, and you're preparing food for your family. So
Yep.
what Kerrie said is true. It is very much about love.
And a
Having,
strange thing, we can have all sorts of perceptions on everything, and everyone's perception can be different of that. But one perception that everyone seems to have that is combined is a reality. And love, in my opinion, is one of our only realities. There you go. Strange thought, but there you go. That's just what popped through. Love is a definite reality, and that energy that we feel in that space, and what we put out in our intent to ourselves, just as importantly as anyone else, um, helps us to stay in that alignment, because you're coming from that intent of love.
Yeah. I did a really interesting reading the other day for a young woman, and she's in a terrible situation at work. She's really, really stressed at work and everything. And I said to her, you don't know what that person's going through,
Mm.
and you don't know why they are so angry. So what you need to do is you just need to be kind. That's all. Just
Mm.
be kind, because that's not normal behavior. People shouldn't normally be like that. You're
Mm.
usually the face that's getting their frustrations or their anger, maybe because they have no power anywhere else. And it's
Mm-hmm.
very, very difficult. Um, but it, the thing about that, I got asked to do something for a lady who used to be a friend, and I was very reluctant to do it because I got hurt. And then I thought, nope. I was asked by someone else who's also a friend if I would do it for her, and I said yes, I would. And when I went and did it, I just thought, how blessed is my life? And right at this moment in time, her life is not blessed. Her life is a shambles, And I thought, I'm going to go and I'm going to do what she asked me to do, and I'm going to do some healing. And
Mm-hmm.
what did I learn from that relationship? Okay, so what I learned was boundaries.
Mm.
And what I learned was protect your energy. And
Mm-hmm.
what I learned was that every relationship, it's a reason or a season or a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So people that flick in and out, if they go, send them off with love and light. Off you pop.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've either got what you needed from them, and that's what alignment is about. You
Mm-hmm.
meet people at a time in your life where they need you or you need them, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So if they're here for a little while, think about what you got from them, or what you gave to them, because
Yep.
sometimes people that are easy to get along with, and people that are your friends, and people that agree with you, that's okay, that's fun. But see the people that drive you mental, and the people that challenge you, and the people that are difficult for you to work with, they're where your learning is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about
Yep.
getting into alignment and thinking,
Mm-hmm.
okay, why is this happening for me, not to me? Stuff happens for you, not to you.
Yes.
So if this is happening to me, what do I need to learn? I'm a very slow learner. I have to do
Mm-hmm.
nearly everything twice
Yeah.
before it finally sinks in, sometimes more than twice. And there's always reasons for everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what it's about. It's about,
Yeah.
look at the blessings that I have. Look at all
Mm.
the things that I have. And blessings can be the ironing. Blessings
Yeah.
can be having a decent meal. Blessings can be having a roof over your head. Blessings
Yeah.
can be clean sheets.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing better than clean
Mm-hmm.
sheets that smell of sunshine because you've dried them outside.
Yeah.
Blessings can be a flower, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and
Mm-hmm.
the more you're grateful for, and the more you stay in alignment, the more you'll actually
Yeah.
get.
And gratitude, having a sense of gratitude and a focus on that helps maintain alignment. So I know, Sam, you had a question about how do you keep yourself aligned? Excuse me. Sometimes that can be hard and you're not always in that space. But if you're seeking that alignment, gratitude is a huge benefit, thinking and bringing forward all the things that you are grateful for, because it raises the energy and focuses your love and thankfulness in those areas. Breathing helps you keep in alignment, and giving yourself just those few minutes. And Annie demonstrated it before with the hand on the heart and the solar plexus, and just taking those few deep breaths can you bring you back into alignment with yourself. because that's where you'll find a vibrational match with other things happens, and you will attract in things that are a vibrational match for you. So that is a great way to help where you feel you're out of kilter, to bring back in that alignment. And Annie, I just wanted to touch on hi Lorraine, great to see you, join us. Just wanted to touch on something that Lorraine said as well. She said humming is also good.
Yeah, I saw
um,
that.
it is actually, humming is good, and humming is a vibration, right? So that vibrational energy. And it made me think straight away about cats. Like, we know that cats purr when they're happy, but sorry, I always think about cats. Call me the crazy cat lady. I have three of them. Um, you know, they purr when they're happy, but did you know they also purr when they need healing or they're injured? Because that vibration helps them heal. So vibration is another way to align, and there's lots of really good music out there at different hertz that puts you in that vibration that you can use for meditation as well. So I think I put a post up not so long ago on my Facebook page that actually gave you the different hertz and the areas that vibrational areas that it aligns with. So that can assist as well. So I just wanted to touch on the vibration, which is another way of working with alignment.
Hi,
Okay.
Jen. Ooh, that's nice, Liz. A union of yourself in physical form, your body, with yourself in spirit form, your soul, joined on your life path to accomplish what you came here to do.
Beautiful. Thank
That is
you for
beautiful.
sharing
I really
that.
like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, when you trust you're being guided, there's little room for anxiety or stress.
Mhm.
That's really true.
Mhm.
Really true. You know it.
That's that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so we've sort of talked about a half an hour or so on alignment, and sometimes it takes a week or so for you to walk away, and then things hopefully are jumping back into your mind when you're feeling a bit out of kilter with what we've been saying. And again, that alignment, it does help with conscious conversation. It does help with raising your own energy and creating that vibrational match for yourself, and attracting in what matches you instead of what annoys you. So it can attract that in. And it also increases your level of synchronicity, because as you're aware of your alignment, which is your very own personal vibration, and it's bringing in that alignment and attracting that in for you, it will also increase synchronicity. So just trying to weave together how all the topics that we talk about actually work together for that alignment. And yet grateful every morning and every night of my life is awesome. That's beautiful, Sue. That's great.
Sam, can you align when you truly don't know yourself? Do you know alignment is one of the best ways of getting to know yourself?
100%.
And it's that stillness. You know, if you struggle with meditation, what you do, or maybe help, is
Mm-hmm.
to catch the spaces between thoughts. And don't focus on the thought, focus on the spaces between the thoughts. Because if you focus on the space will eventually get longer. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if a thought kicks in, then you focus on that, and then you're off the
Mm-hmm.
planet until you start breathing again. But
Yep.
if you just focus on the spaces, your space might only be for a couple of minutes at first, and then you might
Mm-hmm.
be able to get that space for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know where you are, you're in that space for half an hour. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the guided,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not good at doing this by yourself, there are a million guided meditations on YouTube. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, we'll put up ours
Yeah.
as well,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yep.
And some of them you might not resonate with, some of them you might resonate with, but find
Mm-hmm.
somebody that you like, or find music, because music also um, helps you align. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there's a choir, it's a meditation, it's Om, so hum, and it's this huge giant choir that
Oh,
sings Om, so
yes.
hum. Now,
Yeah.
also, is the vibration of spirit.
Yeah.
So, if you want to align with the divine, whatever that means for you, whether it's the universe, whether it's the God, whether it's the divine energy, whatever it is for you, that Om So Hum meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a few of them. There's one that there's some monks do, but I like the one that the choir does. Um, and it just seems to settle you. And if you just keep listening to that, it stops all that nonsense from falling into your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. Yeah. And just breathing through that. So, Sam, that will also help. It really does help with you then being able to receive information and really learn about yourself, who you are really on the inside, what really makes you happy, what really are your passions, and where they are aligned, because that inspiration will flow through. So it is a way of doing it.
I've just flicked Leslie's comment up there. Um,
Beautiful. Yep.
every single night before I go to bed, I think about all, like, get a
Mm-hmm.
gratitude journal, but you don't need to write it down if you don't want to. But every single night, I say thank you. Yeah, I've got one too. I say thank you. I've got about three of them. I did a gratitude workshop last week. Um, ooh, oh, Mani Padre Hum. Yeah, that's another one. You've
Yep.
got to find the one that works for you. But
Mm-hmm.
that gratitude stuff, again, clean sheets, food, water, all sorts of stuff. It's not scary at all, Sam. It's gloriously wonderful.
It
I,
is.
now, I read the Celestine Prophecies, and there is a workbook that goes with that. And the workbook is very, very basic. It asks you all these questions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 3 o'clock one morning. And it starts out really easy. Like, it starts out, what's your favorite color? And then
Yeah.
it starts asking you questions like, what did you learn from your mother? Three things you learned from your mother, three things you learned from your father. And like at 3:30 in the morning, I threw this book across the room and said, I don't even know who I am. I hate you. And off it went.
I
And
can
I was like,
see you doing that.
oh,
I can
bang,
visualize.
I'm going to sleep now. Ridiculous. I went back again and I did work my way through it, but you're always a work in progress. And I
Mm-hmm.
think if you asked anybody, who are you? They wouldn't have a freaking clue. I
Mm.
used to do a thing when I was in the jails. Oh, I wasn't in jail. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. I was in the jail. I used to work in the jail, and I worked with the boys. And I used to say, "What can you do?" And they would list, like a million things they could do: break and enter, steal cars. There was a lot of things they could do. And then I would say, "Who are you?" And they would just look at me like I've got no idea who I am. And my third question was where they got the answers, because it was, what do you want your family to see?
Mm.
And that was where I want them to see this. I want them to see that I'm that. I want them, because see all these things that you're identifying, that's what you are.
Correct. Correct.
So try and think about it that way. And
Mm.
that's I could tell you what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Kerrie could tell you what you are. Sharna could tell you what you are. There's a million people that could tell you what you are. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
about that is you've got to believe it. And that's the hard bit.
Yep.
So write down what you think you are.
Mm.
Start with glorious. That's a good
Yep.
start.
Mm-hmm. That is a good start. And Lorraine's right, as in also call on protection, so that
Mm,
you're protecting your energy, because there are energy stealers, and people don't necessarily intend to steal your energy. Um, it's more like, and if I say it scientifically, if you've got a protons and neutrons that are out of balance, and there's more neutrons than than I think they're am I saying the right word here? Than protons. That molecule will steal molecules from other other molecules, so it becomes a stable molecule, and they go away fine, and you're left the unstable molecule. Does that does that sort of make sense with an energy exchange? So yeah, so energy protection. So how do you actually do that? You can call it in. You can imagine yourself within that glow of light, but if we're naturally, people are givers because we're here to serve and help other people, so it is in our nature to give and to care, and to give that energy. So when we're giving that energy, if we connect with our breathing, which is the life source, so that we're allowing that energy to come in through us and flow out to the other person, we can avoid an energy drain. It's when we are a battery pack and we're not connected into anything that we can actually drain our energy. So stay plugged into source, and you stay plugged in through your breathing, so there's just a hint for protection. And I think in a couple of weeks' time, not next week, could be sorry, not next fortnight, but the fortnight after, I think we were going to do a topic on protection. Annie, I think that
Yeah.
was also on our list, so we'll
Yeah.
go more into that then. Look, thank you so much for all your questions. We've had some great questions tonight.
Now, I want to go
Great
all the
coming
way
through.
backwards
Yep, and
to
I was just doing that, trying to scroll through. Was there one that
I've
jumped
yeah,
out, Bernie?
the school
Yes,
for yeah,
yes. We said we'd go back to
okay.
there.
So I have um flicked some cards around that one. Um the
I just,
anxiety is not your son's. The anxiety feels very much like it's yours. Um it just feels like there's a battle in your head around that, and that you're scared of this change. My feeling, or what my cards are saying, is that um, he would be in a space where he would have more opportunity for
mhm,
learning, and it would be a more balanced environment for him.
mhm, mhm,
Ultimately, you need to make the decision, but around that, I've got a whole lot of anxiety coming from you, and some of that's about stepping back. There it is. Um,
mhm,
it just feels that it would be a good space.
mhm.
Kerrie, do you want to do a validation on that one?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got the rods to do a validation on that. But before I do, direct communication coming through from the guides at the moment for you, Belinda, is that your son is extremely in tune with your emotions. So even if you are nervous about it, you need to project that positive and it's going to be great, and because he's very, very in tune with your energy. So it does validate also what came through with Annie, with the cards coming through from you for you and through her guides. But it is that he's very aligned and understands your energy extremely well. So do that. And I'm just going to validate the last bit. I just get these. So, and spirit, if you could bring them center, please. If you could take them out for yes and cross for no. Will the school environment be beneficial to Belinda's son? Yes, it will be. So again, that's a validation of what just came through. Thank you, Belinda. I hope that helps you.
Wendy, I've got you getting a job. What it's saying is right at this moment, do nothing. You've got another couple of months to go. Um, but I've got you getting a job, and I've got it being a brand new chapter in your life, and it looks like um, it's good. not only is it going to be good, but the people that you're going to be working for are good. And if they're not, I'll come and sort them out. 6 foot of Scottish woman is a terrifying prospect. I'll come and read for them and say things like, I see a new job in your life. It's in Tasmania. Love and light, off you go.
Just going to validate that. Will the new job come forward for Wendy before June of this year? Now, that was a slow yes on that. So we're heading towards sort of June, I think, with that. But Wendy, you're going to find that timing's going to be exactly right for this opportunity to come in. I think there's going to be a few other things that you will be working on along the way, and it'll be the right opportunity. So just to keep that in mind.
Wendy, you're going to meet Kerrie.
I was just looking through because I'm just trying to catch up.
I think we only had a couple of questions.
Yeah, I think so. So I was going to jump down to the bottom and see if anyone has added some new questions. Sorry, I just went back up to the top of chat.
I'm at the bottom. It's all good.
Okay.
All good.
Do we have any other questions for us tonight that you would like answers for? We had lots last week. We could hardly keep up.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes.
You're welcome, Belinda.
Yeah, I'm glad you feel better. Breathe, woman, breathe. Actually, if you've got a one of them things, an iPhone watch thing, I'm so hopeless. iWatch, I don't know what you call them. It tells you to breathe. I've never had a watch that reminds me to breathe before. I'm not answering that, Nicole. Kerrie, you need to answer that one.
I need to answer that one. I'm just going to go for a yes or a no. So I'll just switch for a moment, Amanda. Spirit, Nicole would like to know, should she move out? Nicole, did you see how slowly that moved to yes? So it means yes, but the timing's not quite right yet. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you. So yes, you will be moving out, not just yet.
Stay there, woman. Sunshine Daisy, I have got I've got new cards. I love them to bits. What I've got around Sunshine Daisy is because you're entering into this with the right spirit, I've got healing the heart, body, and soul. And I don't feel that that's for your clients. I feel that it's your heart, body, and soul that are going to be healed by stepping into that space. So I don't know if that's what you think it's going to be, but that's what your cards are saying. Do you know what I'll do is I'll leave these cards that I got and I'll take a picture of them and I'll send them to you and you can do your own interpretation of them. I'll go and get my phone and take a picture of them for you.
Mm-hmm. And Amanda, it's not really you would think it will be a yes, no, but Spirit's not saying that to me. It's not just a yes, no, because Yep, yes, it is going to be what you think it's going to be, but it's also going to be so much more and so different. Right? So they're actually giving me that it's going to be a journey for which many different things will be learned for you, and also when you are trusting yourself in information you're sharing with others, you'll be assisting them, but you'll also be doing a lot of validation and reaffirmation for yourself. So there's going to be a journey of self along the way to this as well. I hope that makes sense for you. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. It's just not yes or no.
Belinda, for you, will you be able to go back to work if he's moving schools? I would say yes to that one. Yes was instant.
Mm-hmm.
Gail, I think it will be before June. I think it will be much sooner than that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in fact, I think it could be as soon as next month. I'm going to do
Yeah.
my reading for March tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll see what comes up tomorrow in my reading,
Yeah.
and it'll be up on Facebook and Insta. So
Yeah.
something might come up around that.
Yeah. And I definitely have fours and fives come into my mind, which sort of indicates April, May. So it wouldn't surprise me if things started to drastically change towards end of March. So it'll be interesting to see when you do your reading, Annie, tomorrow,
Yeah, where it ends up.
greater detail around that. Oh, good. I'm glad that made sense for you. The one of the biggest things when you're reading is you just need to trust. And Annie and I need to do this. We need to trust what we're getting, even if it doesn't make sense to us, and trust that it makes sense to you. And when you're receiving information for yourself, you'll know when it resonates, when everything is in alignment. So sometimes reading for yourself can be hard, but it's part of allowing that flow to come in. So Annie, where did you go next? I just jumped on Lorraine's.
Before that,
Okay,
I'm
where were you?
I'm at
Sorry,
Karen.
Lorraine. Karen?
I'm I'm at Karen.
Okay,
Um,
I'm back
I
there.
Karen, I feel that the road that you've had to take to get to where you are has been not the easiest. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride. I also feel that sometimes you get frustrated with yourself because you feel like things aren't moving fast enough for you. Um, what I'm getting is that it's all about timing. And the other thing is what Kerrie was just talking about. It's like you're already doing what you need to do, you're just not trusting yourself. Um, all around that, I've got for you, this feels again like new beginnings. Um,
Mm,
you just need to let it go and let it flow. Sometimes that's something I have to tell myself that all the time. If it feels right, do it. Let it go, let it flow.
mhm,
And sometimes the bumpy journey and the frustration is part of the learning.
mhm,
But I just feel that there's a lot of changes and new beginnings for you. And it's
mhm.
like, don't look back. Don't look back. Just keep
Yeah,
going forwards.
yeah. And Karen, again, it's not a yes no answer, so I'm not going to grab the divining rods for this one, but directly through from Spirit is they told me to tell you make sure you've got a notebook. And I'm not sure if you're already doing this, but they're saying they want you to write things down because I think you're being spiritually inspired with information. And I believe that that information isn't just for your own growth to learn your spiritual path, but it's also information you'll be sharing with others. So please go get yourself a notebook, sit down and do a meditation, and whatever comes through, write it down because it's going to be giving you some direction.
The other thing, too, is have one beside your bed. When you wake up at stupid o'clock with your head full of stuff, write down what your head's full of because if you wait till tomorrow, you won't remember. So,
Mm-hmm,
I've got you like 2 o'clock, then 3 o'clock, then 4 o'clock. It's like being you're awake. Um,
mm-hmm,
so keep a notebook beside your bed as well.
mm-hmm.
I think we're kind of done now.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. Lorraine, I'm going to come back to you privately on that one. So not forgetting you, and I'm not answering you. I'll come back to you privately on that. Gail says she loved your February reading, Annie.
Thank you, Gail.
So March is coming out very soon. The other thing just wanted to touch on as well, everyone, is the Tuesday of this coming week is 22222. Just wanted to talk about the 2 portal and the 2 number. So something that we thought we might do, and Annie, because I won't be available during the afternoon, but Annie has very graciously said that she will run a restream of our Uluru meditation at 2:22 p.m. on Tuesday,
Tuesday.
the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. So if
No.
anyone's interested in that, we'll put the notification out, and you can jump online or go into it later that day to the notification and redo that meditation yourself. It was such a powerful meditation, and we had so much feedback on it. We left that portal open, and it's a great time to re-tap into that universal energy. So
that two. I know how it's
oh,
supposed
there you go. Look,
to
it's
stop.
Belinda's birthday. There you go. 22222.
You're 40, which is all the twos.
Yeah.
The children that are born tomorrow. It's too much. It is two. Twos in numerology are the carers. So children that are born tomorrow are going to struggle for their whole life against ending up having to care for everybody in the whole world. I hope they get a whole pile of guidance around how to deal with being two. I could rap
Yeah.
to that.
I know. There you go.
I'm a bit old for rap. I'm more kind of country. And if you put country and rap together, you end up with crap.
I
So
wonder if your granddaughter's still on here. Have you got an opinion on Grandma's rap?
grandma's rap is crap.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, caring for
Yeah,
everyone, Belinda.
all these
Absolutely.
twos.
Yeah.
The most important thing about that, Miss Belinda, is care for yourself. Don't leave you out,
Correct.
because that's something else we do.
And we're
Well,
so
my
kind to
darlings,
other people, not so kind to ourselves sometimes. So catch yourself on that self-talk. We've talked about this before. Catch yourself out on that self-talk.
now that she's
Be
got
kind to
bosses,
yourself.
I think we'll go.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone, for joining in and your fabulous questions and for engaging with us. It's been
Have a
awesome.
glorious week. If you can't be good at whatever it is that you're doing.
Yes.
We'll see you in a
Absolutely.
fortnight.
We'll see you in a fortnight. Bye.
Bye-bye.